And here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to an interactive show on YouTube for all of you watching around the world. This is, welcome. This is the Whiskey Rupert channel for all of you watching. Today, we're going to be cooking up porterhouses. You know what? I've been cooking up so many porterhouses. Literally, I should be the king of porterhouses. We're also going to be drinking some whiskeys that maybe you know about. We're going to be talking about the whiskeys also. And if all of you really love whiskey, this is probably one of your favorite channels. Reason why is because we're pretty transparent. And not only that, we stream every single day, so you can usually ask me any questions you want to. If I can see it, I see it. But today, it's going to be interactive. Yes, it's going to be interactive in the chat room. So for all of you watching, don't forget, if this is your first time watching, don't forget, I'm going to put in the chat room. I'm going to put in the chat room how you could get the membership. Sometimes on these interactive shows, we end up going to members only. So if you have a membership, you'll be able to see the stream after, or if you have a membership, your name highlights green. And usually what happens is, if we go to members only, the only people that can interact with me or are members. So for all of you watching, ooh, a lot of birds out here. For all of you watching, you could chant in the chat room. Enjoy the chat room. And also, I'm going to also say for a lot of you that have been watching from the get-go, there's a lot of people that watch on the daily basis. You could usually ask your questions here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that you guys have a little bit of an option to be able to ask in the chat room without really, sending huge super chats like you usually do. So today I'm going to make sure it's a little bit more interactive. If you want to send a super chat, you're welcome to. And usually it helps out, right? Just like going to church. Always when the basket goes around, always want to put a little bit of something in there. Point of matter is, on the stream, we're going to be using Thundering Longhorn, yes? Thundering Longhorn. I might also use this over here. Now, the recipe that I gave you guys yesterday was really good. I had two of the steaks. My second steak I had this morning. And personally, I think they were both good, but, big but, I like this one a little bit more. Had a little bit more spices. So if you go rewatch the stream from yesterday, you can see the two seasonings that I use. And this one really, let's just say this one's a little bit, it rained on the other one a little bit more just because of a little bit of spices. But I will say, one thing that was missing on the stream yesterday, one thing was missing on my porterhouse was for me to add more of this. I just had to add a little bit more of this, and I would have had a hell of a freaking steak. It was really good, 10 out of 10. But I'm going to tell you, if you want a really good steak, sometimes you got to add maybe a little bit more. And maybe I was just missing that. Would have been 20 out of 20, but 10 out of 10 is really good. For all of you watching today, I'll be drinking some whiskeys. And some of the whiskeys we're going to talk about are underrated George Dickel 50. Not only that, we're also going to be drinking, I'm probably going to start with this one, Jim Beam 7-year. Jim Beam 7-year. This is underrated. Nobody talks about that. Maybe there's a reason why. We're going to see. Is that true? Also, I'm going to put a Jim Beam product, yes, a Jim Beam, yes, Jim Beam, right? I'll put basically a Jim Beam product up against another Jim Beam product. You're going to see what I'm going to do. This is Overholt. This is really rye forward. We're going to talk about it. And also, I might be putting this on the show today. This is a 10-year. I want to see how this really just stunts the regular rye whiskey. And for the chat room, I'm going to give a huge shout out to the chat room. ZZ, Al Gordon, April, Farm Kitty, great to see all of you. A little bit going to be more interactive today. I'm going to try my best. Point of the matter is, usually at the beginning of the streams, people are starting to tune in. So I completely understand. Joe Waters over here in the chat room. Good to see Joe Waters. For all of you, if you don't know what interactive means, you could go on Google and look that up. Point of the matter is, we're going to drink a whiskey. Let's start off with a whiskey. What whiskey am I going to start with today? Well, Ladies and gentlemen, there's not a reason why I don't have that on the screen. There's a reason why I have it on the screen. And that's what I'm going to start with. I'm going to start with a beautiful one. This is inexpensive and nice. We're going to start with Jim Beam, the black, the 7-year. Yeah? 7-year. Sheena. Good to see Sheena. All right, let's pour this up. I honestly haven't had this in a long time. There could be soap in here for all I know. I haven't had this in a long time. I honestly don't even remember how this tastes like. But we all know that I do show only good whiskey, so I don't think any of you should ever worry about what I put on here. Also, for a lot of you, if you want to be interactive, you could usually say something in the chat room most of this stream. So there's two porterhouses that we're going to do. I'm going to do this one. I paid, this is supposed to be, really honestly, this is supposed to be $16 a pound. I'm paying $9.99 a pound. And this is a heavy boy, very heavy, very heavy. I think they have the price wrong, but the point of the matter is this is a $45 steak. Right? This one's not so much $45. This is kind of like a $30 steak. A little bit thinner, I wanted to have this for my breakfast. So for all of you, I am making two steaks again. But today I'm going to go a little bit harder on the seasoning. I'm going to actually put more seasoning on our steak, yes. So for all of you, you're going to see what I'm going to do. Before I do that, I do want to kind of promote this a little bit. A water bottle. I like the water bottle a lot. I'm going to tell you this, real like it. Here we go, let's drink this up. Good thing about that water bottle is literally keeps your water room temp. Okay, first whiskey on the stream. Here we go. Let's talk. Let's be interactive. Here we go. Let's see how that works. Sheena, see Sheena. All right, here we go. Let's nose this out. Wow. A little bit nutty, a little bit chocolatey. Nice vanilla, but the chocolate's really blowing me out of the wind. Like Gone with the Wind. You ever read that book, Gone with the Wind? Whoa. I went real deep. You ever read that book, Gone with the Wind? Probably one of the books that I used to have in school. They were always in the bottom of my book bag. It would just always fold and make my book bag a little bit harder on the bottom. Gone with the Wind. Over here. Here we go. Let's notice that again. Jim Beam. I'm going to say this. With Jim Beam 7-year, it's really nice. It's very, very nice. You're paying a low price for this one. I can say there ain't nothing bad about this. Honestly, that nose is really nice. I'm going to say the only really issue on this one, if you're into whiskeys, only issue on this one is that it's very thin. When I drink this whiskey, usually the whiskey that I drink are very thick. You could almost chew it, right? This one is a very, very thin whiskey. Jim Beam, 7-year, very, very thin. Here we go. Let's nose this out. Again, I'm getting almost at chocolate, vanilla, marshmallow, and a little bit of nut. Now, yesterday there was a whiskey I had. I forgot what whiskey I had yesterday. The whiskey from yesterday had a hazelnut, but this is a nut, actual nut. It's basically maybe a sugary roasted nut, we could say, roasted nut, sugary nut. You ever go to a festival and you have them in a bag, you get them in a bag, it's almost like that. Very nice. Okay, let's notice that again. Oak note is very nice. Okay, here we go for all of you watching. It's the first time I have this in a long time, so I'm really happy to have this. So here we go. Cheers, all of you. Jim Beam, 7-year. Here we go. Let's drink this up. It's a little bit of a. That's whoa, 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 whoa. I'm gonna have to put this on the screen. This has got so much better. This bottle has got so much better over the span of time that I've had it opened. It's really, really, really good. That's really, really good. I don't know if some of you have this at home. Okay, if you guys have this at home, you haven't had it since it came out. We bought it the day that it came out. We reviewed it on the strip. It's a great bottle. It's a bottle that nobody really touches, right? It's a really, really good bottle. I'm going to say, if you go revisit this, it's actually a little bit richer. I don't understand the fact that I could find a little bit more nuance on this whiskey. Let's go. Let's try this out. Cheers to all of you. It almost got buttery. This wasn't buttery before that. I remember. It almost got buttery. The chocolate is really standing out here. The nut, very nice. I almost get a nut and a caramel on here. The vanilla right now, it's not really popping. I got a little bit too much chocolate, a little bit of bitterness. The oak on here, nice and charred up, nice and beautiful. I'm going to say this. If you ever buy any of these, get the big one, okay? This is a big 1.75. This is actually getting really, really nice on the finish. Oak note is really, really standing out to me. Let me say that again. The oak note on here is really, it's honestly standing out to me than it ever was before. Very long finish for an inexpensive whiskey product. This is really, really nice. And if you don't believe me, let's just say bottle's already like pretty much halfway. To empty one of those Jim Beams is really hard. Reason why it's hard is because mainly Jim Beam products have a tendency to have nut. And most of the time, I don't want nut in my whiskey every single day. So this is why I don't reach for this every single day. But if you guys are a nutty fan, if you like nuts, there's a lot of ladies that love eating nuts at night. And there's a lot of men that go to the ballparks and eat nuts. Point of the matter is, if you like nuts, it's going to really impact your palate. Really, really, really hard, this. Really hard. You could have this. Here we go. Let's. This is really. This is actually. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say it right now. This is really dang good. This is the first whiskey I had today. First whiskey I have today. Really dang good. It's just so buttery now. It's buttery and nice. It's everything you want. Okay, here we go. Let's just tell you. I don't tend to have too much vanilla compared to the nut. Vanilla's very like 4% on this. It's almost non-existent. You get a good pop of that chocolate. The caramel makes this really, really nice. And also, it does get over the time that you start sipping it, you start tasting the oak note, and the oak note might bother you a little bit. But if you're a whiskey drinker, it's kind of what you want to taste. If you're going to a bar and they're giving you 2 ounces of this for $10, that's a hell of a whiskey to have at a bar. That's a hell of a whiskey to have at a bar. Really, really good whiskey to have at a bar if that is the case. I do need a change, I think. I need to change the title on this stream. Let me change the title on the stream real quick. I usually do that often if something's happening with. There we go. Let me see. Let me see if I change the title real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Let me change the title real quick. I'm going to have to change the end. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. Change the title real quick. Got to add something. Let me see. Boom, I can take that off. Boom, boom, it helps out. You got to do the titles right on these streams. If you don't do the titles right, YouTube will not put you out there. It doesn't matter how big of a channel you are, unless you have a 500,000 or 100,000 channel. So for some of you that have YouTube channels and you're watching me, well, there you go. There you go. Somebody over here says, in the chat room, who is that? Somebody says, yuck, I just got the worst ice mocha latte. It's pretty disgusting. Mocha latte from Starbucks. Ooh, that's nasty. Mocha, I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what mocha latte is. Don't know who said that. That was April in the chat room. Don't know what mocha latte is. I'm guessing it's a chocolatey drink, isn't it? Mocha latte, Ventitol, Super Leggera. Yes. That's what I usually, if they don't understand what it is I'm saying, then I'm out of there. Starbucks, that's how you order. Here we go. Let's know this out. Honestly, I'm kind of actually blown away by this. I'm actually so blown away, I'm gonna pour myself some more of this. What the heck? Much away. Somebody says much away. Honestly, don't even know what that means. You can clue me in. Over here, we're going to try to be more interactive on the stream a little bit today on a Wednesday. Today's Wednesday, hump day. You know what that means? Hump day Wednesday. Here we go. A little bit of soap I think I got on. A little bit of soap. I sprayed whipped cream in. Man, I gotta stop reading the chat room. Here we go. Let's drink this up. Somebody said they sprayed some whipped cream in their mouth. Yum. In the chat room. Here we go. Let's nose this out. This is excellent. That is real good. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. Let's start cooking. And let's start doing this right. All right, we got a thong here, a beautiful thong. I think me changing the title helped out a lot. Okay, so first is first. We're going to pop open probably the biggest one. Let's do the biggest one first. We'll do this one second. Let's pop this one open. Another Porterhouse. I'm in Porterhouse mode. Okay, first thing you want to do. All right, first thing you want to do for all of you. First thing you want to do. All right, first thing you want to do. All right, first thing you want to do is pat this down a little bit. Get all that leftover blood that this steak might have. If it has a little bit of leftover blood, you want to take it off. Leftover blood here, just take it off. Let's make sure we don't cut ourselves with this bone. There's a nice bone, but it's cut really good. There we go. We're going to do this side too. We're going to make sure if there's any leftover, see there's a piece there of fat. We're going to make sure to take that off. Okay, that's beautiful. By the way, I do have I think we'll start this way. Look at it. Huge. Okay, so we're going to start doing this. And to start doing this, we're going to say what we're going to do. We're going to first pop open. I'm going to first pop open a brand new olive oil. The new olive oil that I have, I've never used it before, but I ran out. So we're going to see how that goes. And over here, let's start doing this. Let's start doing it good, all right? Let's start doing this steak real nice. Let's make it presentable for anybody and for all of you to really, really hope that you can have some inspiration to do a good ribeye or a good porterhouse or a good T-bone. Or, I'm not going to say filet mignon. I think filet mignon is overrated personally. Okay, anyways, we got a little bit of filet mignon here. Okay, first thing is first. Let's pop open this new olive oil. New olive oil. Okay, here we go. So this is the olive oil I'm using. Have no idea how good this is. I'm actually going to try it live on this stream. Let's try it. Ribacooey, you know what time it is. We're number one. All right, here we go. Let's try this out. Let's try this olive oil. Let's see how it is. This olive oil is good. It's not as thick as some of the other olive oils, but it's really good. Really nice. Really professional. I like this. I like this. So far, so good. So far, so good. Let's put the top on. We're gonna flip this over too. It's really good. It also has a nuttiness on it, unless it's the whiskey. Has a nuttiness. Unless it's the whiskey. I don't think it's the whiskey. Okay, first thing is first. Let's start moving this around. I'm going to do the other side too. We can start on this side after I season this. After I olive oil this up. We should be good. Now we're going to start seasoning it. What we're going to do is, man, this olive oil is really, it's not as thick as some of the other olive oils that I've been using. But either way, I think it's pretty good. It tastes good. It tastes good. It's all that matters. It tastes good. All right, first thing is first. We're gonna put some salt. This is Italian salt. Italian salt. So we're gonna put a little bit of salt in here. Let's gather this up over here. Put a little bit of salt. Oof, my finger is burning. Put a little bit of salt. And now I gotta figure out if I'm gonna put this. Am I gonna put a little layer of this? I think so. I'll put a little layer of this. This is a black garlic, right? Here we go, let's put a little layer. Just a little layer, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. The main player on the stream. Main player on the stream is this. Good to see AM in the chat room. Porterhouse, baby. We're going to be more interactive in this stream. In this stream, we're going to be more interactive. So for all of you, if you guys have any questions that I missed over it, don't forget. Today's scent of the day today is Gucci. Gucci, old school Gucci. Okay, here we go. This is really good. I'm going to say this. If it's a big piece of Porterhouse, you could put a good amount of this. I'm going to show you how much you could put because yesterday I didn't put enough. I should have put more. Oof, what a layer, what a layer. Okay, that's a good layer. That's enough. That's a beautiful layer. Now yesterday I put less. Now the only issue about yesterday was I put less and it could have been better. But I'm gonna say it's 10 out of 10. The steak yesterday was 10 out of 10. Here we go. Beautiful piece. And now we're gonna put it to the side. Let's make sure that some of this doesn't run off. Let's make sure some of this Overholt doesn't run off. This Overholt is really good. It is a little bit, you can tell it's a little bit thin, which is not that bad, especially that you're seasoning. It's not that bad that it's thin, especially that you're seasoning, right? It's a good piece of good piece of meat. And here we go. Let's start doing this. We're gonna put also a little bit more salt than I did yesterday. Yesterday, I think I should have put maybe a little bit more salt. It was still good. I do want to level up the salt today, so here we go. Gonna level it up a little bit more. There we go. Just a tad bit more. A little bit more than yesterday. This is Italian salt that I have in here. Sea salt. And now we're gonna put the layer. Beautiful layer of this. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Help me out. Do me a favor. For all of you in the community, hit that like button if you haven't. On your phone, tap the screen a couple times. If you haven't, tap the screen a couple times. Okay, we're going to put a small little layer of this. Bah! There we go. Small little layer of this. Good, good, good. Andrew, I see you, Andrew. AM, I see you. Joe Waters, I see you. All right, here we go. Thundering Longhorn. Now, I'm going to say this. For some of you that look at this, you go to the store, you're like, wait a minute, it says brisket and burgers. It doesn't mean anything, okay? You can use this on meats. What is this? This is meat. You can use it on meat. Use it. It has good spices. It's nice. It's not overly strong, but I do want to make my spices a little bit strong today compared to yesterday, which we kind of use the same seasonings, except yesterday on this one, I didn't add this. And I also didn't up the salt like I did yesterday. If you could do everybody, yes, there you go, April. Do us all a favor. We're YouTube. Today, YouTube, well, not today, this month, YouTube, on all the channels, I believe all the channels are struggling. That happens. That happens. Not anything crazy, right? That happens. We've been doing a good month so far. My birthday month has been really nice. All right, here we go. We're going to put this. Do you see what I did? I did a good layer of this. And why did I do a good layer? Because yesterday it wasn't enough. I needed more. I need more. I needed more. Now this steak, I'm not gonna put all that amount on this steak. This is a little bit thinner. I'm gonna put less. But the reason why I'm doing it on this one is because, well, this one's a little bit thicker. I'll show you how thick it is. Let me just pat this down real quick. Pat it down. Now you don't need to pat it down. I'm just doing it just to speed up the process so it just sticks. You don't need to pat it down. All right, here we go. Before anything, we're going to drink the whiskey. Hopefully I didn't get any seasoning. Did I get seasoning in here? I don't think so. Put this over here. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Okay, here we go. Let's drink this up. Now let's drink this up. By the way, not only am I going to drink it up. Oof, got some olive oil on that son of a gun. I think my neighbor's gonna fly out like a bat out of hell. Here we go. Let's drink this up. Wow. A little bit of airtime. How many minutes do we have this just open? This really does a hell of a job. Just open, just having it open. It gave it a. I'm actually tasting a little bit of a fruit on here. I'm taking a little bit of fruit on here. I don't think it has fruit. Maybe, ooh. Maybe it was because I licked this. Maybe it's because I licked this. Maybe it's because I licked that. Let me see. This is the Jim Beam. There's a Jim Beam that we're having. That's a Jim Beam that we're having. If you were new into whiskeys, here we go. AM in the chat room. Huge shout out to AM. Okay, so for AM and some of you boys that aren't into whiskeys, you're not really into drinking whiskeys. If there's a party this month or next month, this is the whiskey. Get yourself this whiskey. It's a Black Label Jim Beam. Give it a shot. This is really nice. Now, don't add ice to this. Do not add ice to this. When you add ice, the oak will come out a little bit harder than all the other notes. Do not add ice to this. If you need to do something, my recommendation is if you need to drop it down, the proofing on this one, I don't think you need to drop it down, but it's 90 proof. If you need to drop it down, what I always say is you add a little bit of water, cold water if you need to. You can drop it down a little bit, but do not use this. Do not use a Glencairn. If anything, use a regular tumbler. Use a tumbler. Then you can drop it down. Here goes. Drink this up. Sheena bean. It's a heck of a name. Sheena bean. I don't want to know where that bean came from. Let's go like this. Let's go like this. Hopefully she's a fan of beans and it ain't nothing else. Sheena bean. I'm looking at the chat room. Trying to be interactive with you guys today on this live stream. That's nice. Doing my best. I'm not a multitasking dude. Sheena bean. That's nice. Oof, I think I cut myself. Wait a minute. Did I cut myself? Oof, look at this. Thank God, thank God. You see this? This is why you have to be careful with the bone. Look at this. Saw that? That cow could have transferred me some. That beef could have transferred me some hepatitis or something, or some mad cow disease. Look at that finger, man. Oof, this is why I tell you guys, get a thong, get a thong, get a thong. Or rubber gloves. I have thick skin, so that's good. Usually when I hit somebody with my sausage, they go flying. They go flying. I have really hard, tough skin. Anyways, point them out is. Here we go. Let's put this one aside. And I'm not holding anything down. Here we go. We're gonna put this over here. We're gonna do the other one. Let's do this other one over here. Another steak. Ripping protection from my meat is usually very hard to do. Here we go, baby. For all of you watching, I hope you're enjoying the heck out of this stream. Hope you're enjoying the heck out of this stream. For all the ladies, here we go. You want to see big meat? Well, it's here. It's beautiful. Big meat is beautiful. Okay, anyways. So, I'm going to have two. We're gonna barbecue two of them. First one, this is going to be what I'm going to have tonight. It's looking beautiful, nice and thick. You saw the thickness on it. And this is a thinner one. I do recommend a lot of you. This is opinion, okay? This is opinion for a lot of you. I know many of you work 9 to 5. Many of you work 9 to 5, right? So this is what you should do. When you're barbecuing, say you barbecue on a weekday, okay? 9 to 5, you're working 9 to 5, 9 to 6, or whatever you're working. You barbecue on the weekday. Always barbecue for two, right? Always barbecue for two. Barbecue for today and barbecue for your leftovers in the morning. You expect to eat your steak, right? Tonight. And this you expect, well, I would expect you guys to eat it for tomorrow morning. So, you cook this all in one shot on the barbecue. You waste charcoal if you just do one steak. Try to do the most you can so you can have leftovers. And my recommendation for a lot of you, if you have a thinner one, leave the thin one for the day after. It tastes good. And there's a lot of people out here that probably say in the chat room, or maybe hear people say, "Nah, I like that meat fresh." There's a lot of women out here that like, "Oof, I love that meat fresh." Ladies, it doesn't always have to be fresh, okay? You can have it in the morning. You understand? Ladies and gentlemen, a Reaper crew, not all the time you should always say that the fresh steak is always going to be the best. Leftovers usually taste a little bit better, especially if you cook them inside, depending on what you cook inside. And so for all of you, I just want to let you guys know, some of the steaks that you do make will taste better on the next day. But yes, this is going to taste good today. Yes, it's going to be exceptional. Here we go. Let's drink this up. First thing is first, we're going to do the same thing we did to the other steak. Let's put a little bit of olive oil. Everything you just did on the big one, this is a bigger piece. Like a huge piece this one is. You're going to do less, a little bit less, quarter less, okay? Quarter less of this one. So, salt. Put the salt on here, whoops. Put the salt on here, just a quarter less. You can spread that out, it's no big deal. This is a quarter less, okay? Quarter less, because it's smaller. We're going to do that. And then the main one, Thundering Longhorn, really good. A lot of spices. Look at all the spices. A lot of spices. Look at that. Now, if you think you overdid it, just spread it around. Use your two fingers. Use your two fingers. You can use your pinky if you want to, but use your two fingers, okay? Use your two fingers. There we go. Use your two fingers. You can spread it out. If you think that you overdid it, you can just use your two fingers. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna flip this over. Looks good. Same thing here. Again, this is a thinner piece. I did show you the difference. This is a thinner piece. This is good to have in the morning with some rice, eggs. You know, depending on what eggs you like. Eggs are gone down in price, just so you know. Gone down in price in the last 24 hours. But eggs, right? You could use salad, leftover salad you want to. And it's going to be exceptional. Again, I'm only using three ingredients on here. Yesterday I used peppercorn, which I don't feel like I need to use peppercorn because our seasoning has it, right? Our seasoning has basically a little bit of a good amount of pieces of peppercorn. So let's do the salt. Don't overdo the salt again on this one. This is a little bit thinner. A little bit thinner means you just gotta chill. I'm gonna be interacting with all of you very soon. All right, very soon. Let me get a good. There we go. Get a little bit. Yes. I gotta put too much. We're gonna be interacting with you in the chat room real soon. Okay, real soon. Here we go. Kinders. Kinders. And now we're gonna. What you want to also do is sometimes you see the seasoning here. Sometimes you want that shaking around. So let's shake it around, baby. Let's shake it around. Good. Here we go. That's it. One little layer. One little layer. One little layer. Nice. And now just pat it down. Boom. Get that side. And get the other side too. That little beautiful little filet mignon there. Boom. Just swap it up. That's beautiful. Looks good. Looks really good. This is an old store lineup over here with these steaks. Now look at the difference. You see the thickness? That's huge. Huge. It is big. Big boy status. Look at that. That's big boy status. Real big. Big boy status. I know there's a lot of women out here that love the small meat. They love small meat. They don't like big meat. I know that some of you ladies, you just prefer smaller meats. This is a thing that a lot of women just enjoy. So if you're in the chat room, you can interact with me. How many ladies enjoy the bigger meats? I don't know how many ladies enjoy the bigger meats. If you enjoy the bigger meats, understandable. Everybody has a different opinion. Or do you enjoy the small meats? Ladies, what you like? And for the gentlemen, if you answer this, so be it. Gentlemen, do you like the bigger meats or do you like the smaller meats? For some of you watching, I know we have ladies in here that they love to pound the big meats. They just love that big meat. It just satisfies them. And then there's other ladies that love to pound the small meat. There's a big difference between the small meat. You look at this small little, they just love this small meat. And then we have the other ladies out here, they love to pound the big meat. They just like, man, it's so big that I just have leftovers. It's just for days I think about my meat, my big meat that I just had on a Wednesday, on a hump day. So I don't know how it is you ladies like it, but I do know some men out here that like the big meat. I don't know how many of you like the big meat. Some of you out here. Andrew says over here he loves a tiny meat because he always prefers a tiny meat. I don't know what that means, Andrew. Over here, Joe Waters laughing his ass off. We also have in the chat room April. In the chat room, she says she wants both of them. She wants a small meat and the big meat. Wow. We have ladies in the chat room. They love it. You see, I'm interactive. I'm very interactive. If you like the big meat and the small meat, that's what it is. You like it in the morning, the small meat and the big meat at night. You do you. Ain't no telling you. Point of the matter is, over here, let's just talk about this real quick. Okay? You gotta have protection for these meats. Reason why is because they're strong, they're sharp. Just be careful. Again, I almost cut myself with this big meat. Had a big bone. Look at that big bone. I almost cut myself. You gotta have some protection. I do know that I don't have any protection on here. But the small meats aren't gonna hurt you. That's the thing. The small meats aren't gonna hurt you. I think that's why the ladies like the small meat. Small meat's never gonna hurt them. Not gonna get cut. If you pound this out, it's not gonna hurt you later. Unless you put some spicy. If you put some spicy, then yeah, it's gonna hurt you later, baby. Don't you worry, it's gonna hurt you. But over here, talking about meat. That's good. That's a good intro to the next whiskey we're gonna have. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna drink George's Dickel. We're gonna drink George's Dickel. We're really gonna talk about this one. Haven't talked about the George Dickel. We're gonna talk about this. We're gonna also drink it. It's underrated. There's a lot of people that have a little bit of a phobia. Have a phobia. There's a lot of people out here that have a phobia for this. Honestly, I don't understand it. If there's anything out there that's good, go for it. Go for it, ladies. If there's anything out there that's good, it's go for it. Go for it. Now, I'm going to say, if it's super small meat, don't go for it. Oof. If it's a super small meat, literally one bite meat, don't go for it. Don't go for it. If it's a small meat that you're literally using, I'm going to say this. If it's a smaller meat than this, don't go for it. You're eating a chuleta, man. That's what you're eating. You're eating a pork chop. What you eating? Here we go. Let's drink the rest of this. We're going to go to the George Dickel. That's really good. Somebody concurs? Good. We all concur here? That's good. We're all in the same ballpark. Well, not me, but some of you in the same ballpark. That's good. As long as you're in the same ballpark and you're not in the pool. I'm almost out of hydration. So we're gonna fill this up. I'm gonna fill this up on stream. Let's fill up this water bottle with my favorite water. This is my favorite water. pH is 8.4. It does make a big difference. If you guys don't know about water, that's okay. I'll teach you right now. Just buy this water whenever you see it. I guarantee you, it's gonna taste like water out of heaven, just pouring down on your house. A whole PVC tube just pouring down on your house, and you just got free water from heaven. That's what it tastes like. It's really good. Point of the matter is, let's start opening this up and let's pour this up. Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. We're number one. Let's pop this open. Here we go. Let's drink this up. It's totally insanely good. It's just so refreshing. If you haven't already bought one of these, try them out. At the stores are about less than $3. Get yourself one of these. Icelandic Wild is my favorite. Anyways, now that we have that going, I got fresh water in this bad boy. Now that I have that going, again, I'm going to put this on the stream eventually when we start cooking, right? But for right now, we're going to put this over here. Boom. Boom. Let me see. We'll put this forward. A little bit forward. Boom. Okay, so I still have a little bit of Jim Beam. Damn. Whew, I can't drink the rest of this. Okay, let me interact with some of you. Here we go. I haven't got a super chat today. We're undefeated on super chats. We're undefeated on super chats. But today might be the day we take the L. Here we go. Whoa. I thought I saw a turd. Why would there be a turd in my backyard? It was a leaf. Here we go. Let's see in the chat room. Let me look at the chat room real quick. You guys are having a good time. Okay. Let me drink this up. Somebody talking about the dollar store. My John provides us water, but it's dollar store brand. Dang, it's horrible. I would spit that out in a flash. A dollar store water, oof. I would spit that out in a flash. That's like giving me water from Afghanistan. I'll spit that out in a flash. Unless it's bottled water, I don't think it's something you should definitely drink. You don't know if some Indian dude over there in India refilled that bottled water and just sent it over there to the dollar store and branded it to a different brand. Be careful. Point of the matter is, over here in the chat room, it's that bad. The water somehow leaves your mouth dry. The water is probably because they're scratching their balls over there in India before they refill that plastic water that you get from the dollar store. I'm telling you, don't go to the dollar store. I've seen people go to the dollar store to get like spaghettis. I would not buy spaghettis from the dollar store. I've seen people also buying raviolis from the dollar store. Oof! Don't get that. You're gonna be shitting all day. Don't get that. The times that I've gone to the dollar store for like gifts and stuff like that, like wrapping gifts. What else did I go to the dollar store for? I've been looking for glasses also, glasses at doll stores. A couple of things, just regular essentials. But definitely don't ever. And there's another store, okay? There's another store also I do want to prohibit some of you to go to. It's called Albies. Albies. Do not go to Albies. Okay, I'm sorry to say, some of you probably is probably your favorite place to go to. Do not go to Albies. If you want to get poisoned, you go to Albies. Aldi. Somebody says Aldi's. There you go. Joe Waters knows what it is. Don't go to Aldi's. Now, the reason why you don't want to go to Aldi's is, it's just bad. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I used to go to Aldi's for a couple of things: nuts, chips, some of the things. And one day I realized, I was like, wait a minute. I turned the thing over. It was a cheese that I wanted to get. Turned the thing over, and it said some ingredients that I know that JFK Jr. prohibits. And I said, that is, oh man, that's bad. Also, some of the fruits could have gnats in them. You don't know. I mean, not gnats. They could have a little bit of worms in them. You don't know. Just be careful with Aldi's. That's a place that basically they're getting their sad leftovers of some of the other wholesalers that don't have leftover stuff. They get them. Don't get it. Also, there's wine over there that they sell. Be careful also with the wine. Be careful also with the wine. I'm going to say that right now. Be careful also with the wine. There's a reason why they don't sell that wine at your Publix or at your bigger grocery stores. Just be careful. Anyways, here we go. Let's drink the rest of this. It's very hard for me to drink this, especially talking to all of you. Let's drink this up. That is so good. So good. I'm going to put a poll in the chat room to be a little bit interactive with all of you. Let's see. Let's put a poll in the chat room. Here we go. What's this guy's name? Buffett something. I forgot his name. What's another artist? Let me see. I'm trying to think of another artist in 2025. An artist that everybody listened to. Here we go. I just posted the worst poll in the history of mankind. In the chat room, what artist do you rather listen to in 2025? Jimmy Buffett, Diddy, Drake, or Ed Sheeran? Ed Sheeran. Who would you rather listen to in the year 2025? Again, let me repeat. Ed Sheeran, Diddy, Drake, and I put the best one on there. I don't want to peer pressure you. Jimmy Buffett. Ooh, that might be the worst list ever made. And over here, somebody says over here, Sheena says in the chat room, she says none of the above. Yes, I was going to put Michael Jackson, but I know everybody's going to click Michael Jackson. I just got to make sure to put a little bit of a different kind of a poll, one of the worst polls. This is going to get a couple votes, and I'll end the poll right now. Just a quick little poll. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. And also, we're going to end the poll right now. If you haven't already, hit that poll. Click whatever it is. I'm going to end it now. Here we go. Let's see. Real quick. Here we go. Everybody said Jimmy Buffett. Who the hell? Who the hell said Ed Sheeran? Who said Ed Sheeran in the chat room? I need to know. Somebody said Ed Sheeran. Nobody said Diddy. I think it's pretty bad that nobody said Diddy. Oof. I think in 2020, everybody would be clicking that Diddy real quick. But now in 2025, definitely not. Drake. There's a lot of people that don't like Canadians. So for all you Americans that didn't click Drake, shout out to all of you. I'm going to say, doesn't bother me, Drake. Doesn't bother me, but Jimmy Buffett. Oof. It's a good song. Margaritaville. That's a good song. Let's drink the rest of this. Great song, Margaritaville. If I get a super chat today, I might play the song. Margaritaville. All right, let's drink this one up here. Oof, I was gonna throw this. I forgot. This is my water. How the hell am I gonna throw this? I paid good money. Okay, we're gonna get down with this Dickel. Now, if you're ever trying to figure out what you like, if there's ever a whiskey you want to figure out what you like, it's really easy. If you don't like the taste of oak, and you like a sweeter oak, you always go for Tennessee whiskey. Okay? Let me repeat again. If you do not like to taste the oak, because they say you buy this, right? You're like, dang, I wasted my money on this son of a gun. Right? You guys are like, dang, too much oak, too much wood. I should have not bought this, too much wood. Right? Well, if you're one of those people that don't like that wood, that hard wood, you can go on with the Dickel. It's going to be a little bit sweeter. Tennessee whiskey, always. The one way to identify most of these is to know the oak note on your whiskey. Sweeter, usually, Tennessee whiskey. When it comes to Kentucky whiskey, depends on what Kentucky distillery, but Jim Beam usually it's not sweet. Okay, it's not sweet. And Jim Beam usually has a nutty profile that's backed up with a strong oak note. Here we go. And most of the oak notes almost charred. They're very charred. You could taste that black char. You could taste that black char. Here we go. Listen to the sound. It's like popcorn in a glass. Popcorn, butterscotch and popcorn, and butter, beautiful butter, and also not only beautiful butter, the oak note on here is insane. I'm going to say 15-year George Dickel, best underrated bottle out there that many people do not get. This is really good. 100 proof. 100 proof. Always get the 100 proof first. If I'm showing you this bottle, understand there's different proofings. Get the 100 proof. If you do not get the 100 proof, I don't recommend it. So if it says 46% ABV, don't buy it. You got to get the 100 proof. I guarantee you it's going to be one of the best drinks and whiskeys you ever have. Here we go. Let me see. In the chat room. Remember, I'm going to try to be interactive with all of you. If you guys have any questions, I'm going to try my best to answer them. Okay, here we go. Oh, and then the best part is that you get a little bit of citrus. The citrus on here is like a ripe citrus. Nice, bright ripe citrus. Very nice. Oak note, very nice. And the one thing that really stands out to me is the oak on here, it's not overwhelming. It's 15 years, but it's not overwhelming. And you can find some of that citrus on there. Very nice. I never go wrong with this. This is underrated, underrated. Another one that's underrated also, we did this one, this is underrated. We're trying to do as many underrated possible whiskeys. So I'm going to see if this one's underrated completely. But first off, we're going to get to this one. Here we go. Let's drink this up. That is a juicy, juicy, juicy citrus. Juicy citrus. Nice vanilla. I'm not getting caramel. I'm getting strictly nice corn. Very nice corn. No vanilla. Caramel. Butterscotch. Citrus. Oak. Very nice oak. I'm getting a little bit of I don't know if it's spice that I'm getting right now. We're gonna see right now when I get my second lick. I'm looking forward to this, and also don't forget these are the seasonings. I'm gonna try to put the seasoning on here. Let's put the seasonings on here so you guys see. Boom, put that there. Put that over here. Boom, and then here we go. Let's drink this up. That is ridiculous. It's so good. You got a little bit of spices, tad bit of spices I'm getting. Tad bit of spices, nice finish. I don't get leather. Some of you probably think I find leather all the time. I don't get leather on here. It's just a burst of citrus oak, caramel, butterscotch, nice sweet corn, super, super nice sweet corn. And the spices are really popping throughout my mouth. It's really nice. It's not the spices that you guys are probably thinking. It's not like black pepper, overwhelming black pepper, white pepper, a rye. Don't think it's going to be overwhelming amount of. Don't think it's an overwhelming amount of spices. It's very, very nice. I'm gonna say for some of you, I think everybody needs to have this in a collection. Everybody. Now there is a 13 year. 13 years is good. 13 years is good, but you have to know what year you get it. And I think for the 13 year, I would personally tell you guys to pay a little bit more for this one. This is actually allocated. Some of you don't believe it, but there's a couple stores that have this allocated in the vaults. I'm not going to say the store. We're not going to talk about the stores. We don't promote stores down here, but this is actually an allocated whiskey. George Dickel 15 allocated whiskey. You can only get it in certain stores because it is 15 years. Yes, 15-year statement. And at the end of the day, eventually, just like Pappy Van Winkle's, eventually people are going to probably catch on to this. They're going to say, you know what, this is a hell of a value, and you're not going to find them in the stores anymore. All it takes is one influencer. It takes one influencer to really show that hard, and that's it. You're not going to be able to find it. Everybody's going to be saying, oh, man, this is actually really good. Why didn't I never had this before? It's because you were so peer pressured into not liking that. Reason why people don't like this also is the water they use. The water they use is a thing that makes this a little bit different than another whiskey. Also, they distill this in the charcoal mellow, right? Charcoal mellow filtration, I believe. You can see it there. I do want to have some more of this. But we have some whiskeys to have on the stream. So I do want to go to this one, and I also want to put it up against this one on the stream. I didn't promote the stream on that, but I kind of wanted to do it like that. I wanted to actually do it right here on the stream, just whatever it is I wanted to do, especially interacting with you guys. Hopefully some of you understand that it's hard for me to interact when I'm doing a show, but I try my best. Okay, so now that I had that George Dickel, I'm going to clean this off. We're going to have a Jim Beam product that I'm putting against two Jim Beam products. Knob Creek tenure. James Beam, right? Distillery. This one also says here, James Beam, good. And this one also is another. Okay, so I think I told you guys this before. This is strictly rye, strictly rye, strictly rye, and you have this other one over here that is a level up, level up. But the thing is, this is the thing. Both of these I found for the same price, right? I believe this one's under $50, I believe, or about $50, and this one I found for about under $60. So they're both basically all the same price. Here we go, let's drink this up. And for all of you, here we go, let's drink this up. Today, are we undefeated on the Super Chats? Today, are we undefeated on the? Are we going to take the L? We're going to take the L. Are we going to take the L today? Here we go. Let me blow my nose real quick. Oof. Anybody sends a super chat, I'll show you the shirt. I'll show you the tank top I'm wearing. I'll show you the tank top I'm wearing if you, yes. Anybody sends a big super chat, I'll show you the tank top I'm wearing. I'll show it to you. I'll take it off and show it. Point of the matter is, here we go. Let's drink this up. Let's do this one first. Overholt. I feel like these steaks are looking at me real hard. This palm's open. I'm wearing a tank top that people look at me and they wonder what's in my head. The tank top that I'm wearing, people wonder what's in my head when I'm wearing it. Yes. There's a lot of money in my head, that's what. A lot of stocks and crypto and news. Let's nose this out. Is it 7 o'clock yet? Let me see. Reaper Crew, what time it is. 7. Why is it like this? Is that really the time? No way. Why? Let me see. There's no way. That's no time. Let me see. Yeah, 7:21. It's kind of weird. All right, 7:21. My watch is behind big time. Behind big time. Reaper Crew, you know what time it is? We're number 1. All right, here we go. Overholt. Let's drink this up. Before we drink it up, let's nose this, okay? Oof. This is very rye forward. Again, this is a rye whiskey. Okay, from Jim Beam, this is a rye whiskey. But you have to really like, back in the days, Prohibition days, before Prohibition, they used to love making, and most people love drinking rye whiskey. Rye whiskey was a huge thing back in the days when Al Capone was alive, back in the days when the bootleggers were alive. Rye whiskey was a thing. It was a huge thing. Here we go, let's nose it out. You get rye bread, almost like a rye. Yeah, rye bread, a little bit of caramel, and a tad bit of fruit on here. A little bit of fruit. I can honestly say, I don't know what fruit it is I'm smelling. It almost smells like we have a little bit of floral action here, almost like a rosemary. It smells like rosemary, rye bread, and caramel. The caramel is the thing that's really taking this on. Over here we have Joanne. Shout out to Joanne. Love the hair. I'm a hair dude, okay, Joanne. I know some ladies are, their hand dudes are tall dudes. Some of you ladies love tall men. Joanne, thank you so much, Joanne. She wants to see the shirt. Joanne, thank you so much for the $1 tip. $1 tip. Huge appreciation. I'm going to say, Joanne, that might not be cutting it. But I'm going to say, Joanne, if you're in the chat room, you'll have a question for me. Ask the most randomest question you'll want to. For that dollar tip that you sent, you can ask the most randomest question you want to, and I'll try to answer for you. Okay? So here we go. Let's do this out. Shout outs to the Super Chatter. And by the way, if you haven't got that membership, get that membership. We might put this on members only stream, okay? Which that means YouTube has been telling me, they've been telling me to put all my live streams on the members only. That means that you have to have that monthly membership. They emailed me, I think it was Monday they emailed me. Oof! Got a $20 super chat over here. Who that? $20 super chat, $20 super chat. Here we go. Who that with a $20 super chat? Show me that shirt. It ain't a shirt, it is a tank top. But this shirt is the reason why I get a lot of looks. Here we go. Let me take off the shirt. Here we go, who dat? This is for who dat. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Who dat? If you don't see, this is my tank top I'm wearing. The front of the tank top. I love that, isn't it? Isn't it cool? It's a candle, but with my fingers. I love that tank top. For some of you, tank tops are great in Miami. I do recommend a lot of you. If you are at home or you're going out to certain places, it's always good to wear a tank top. And there we go, Dad. I hope you liked it. And for some of you that want to send me, if you ever want to send me stuff, I wear extra large because I'm a tall man. I wear extra large because I'm a tall man. But I hope you did like it. Wasn't cool? Cool, huh? Cool, huh? Who that says, when are you going to make merch? I have no time to make merch. There's a company that wants to take a certain percentage of my merch, and I just don't want to do it. They want to take a huge percentage of my merch. Okay, Hilda, I hope you enjoyed that one. It's a cool shirt. But having the finger in the back of your, it does get a little bit of looks. The guys like it. Hey, remember there was a guy at the store who says, "Cool shirt, man. Cool shirt, man." He said it like that. He was a nerd though. So I don't know. Does it count? Does it count when a nerd tells you that? Does it count? Cool shirt, man. That's what he said. Cool shirt, man. I don't know if that counts. Can't be a nerd that gives you, I don't know. It gotta be something like Donald Trump, like, cool shirt, man. Hey, there you go. Cool shirt, man. Over here, I don't have matching pants right now. My pants are actually blue. My pants are actually blue. I'm going to interact with you guys in the chat room. Let me interact with you all in the chat room a little bit. Over here. Just a little bit. Let me interact with you all. Joanne, she says, thank you. I'm new here. What is the best whiskey to drink with seafood? The best whiskey to drink with seafood is a Japanese whiskey. If you need a drink of whiskey with seafood, Japanese whiskey is the way to do it, Joanne. Joanne, Japanese whiskey is the best. Get yourself a Nika whiskey. A Nika whiskey. If you have a price range, I'm going to say, don't worry about the price range. You got to get the best. Under $100, Joanne. Under $100. It's called Nika whiskey. Nika whiskey. Now, do not put the G. Do not put the G in there as a K. I'm going to spell it out for you. Nikka from the barrel. Do not put the G's. Don't put the double G's. Don't put the double G's. Okay? No double G's. Nika whiskey. There you go, Joe Waters. Thank you so much. Nika whiskey. Nika whiskey. It's Nika from the barrel. That's what it is. It comes in a box. There you go, Nika whiskey. There you go, Nika whiskey. That's what it's called, Nika whiskey from the barrel. Real good, real good. Real good. I know we lost a lot of people. Everybody thinking I'm saying something else. It's okay. That's all right. Here we go. Let's drink this up. Who dat? I'm gonna say that this is actually this is nice rye. This rye has citrus in here. A little bit of citrus. Has a little bit of citrus. Has a little bit actually of almost like rosemary. It's not rosemary, I don't think. I think it is rosemary. I smell the rosemary and I taste it. A little bit of rosemary. I still get that rye bread type of feel. But it does have a citrus. It has a little bit of citrus, a little bit of orange. Big orange, very nice. This is very, very nice. This is very, very nice. This has gotten so much better. When I first had this one, it was good. It wasn't insane. I first got it. This is what I say. I tell everybody, just like Joanne, if you're new into whiskeys, make sure they air out. Now, what does it mean to air out your whiskeys? Just drink them, okay? Drink them. When you drink them, you might not like it at the beginning, right? The top is, you're not going to like the top because, wow, well, for some of you, it's just going to have a lot of ethanol. That ethanol just balances out with the flavors, and it opens up just like a wine, right? Whiskeys, if you have air in them, it gets better. They get better over time. They mellow down, and they balance out perfectly. I think one of the only whiskeys that doesn't balance out perfectly is the Wild Turkey 101. But definitely, if you want to have seafood, Nika whiskey, which is Japanese whiskey, that is definitely a buy. If you buy most of the Japanese whiskeys, be careful with what Japanese whiskey you get. Some of them are going to have a little bit of, just a tad bit of too much action for you in the palate. So I don't recommend every Japanese whiskey that you see. Just because there's a $300 Japanese whiskey doesn't mean that some of you will like it. Okay? We'll talk about Japanese whiskeys another day when I'm doing seafood. Today I actually skipped on some sushi because I had leftover Porterhouse. You guys know we did 2 Porterhouses yesterday. I had my second one today. And yesterday I had one at night. Let's drink this up. Hopefully I'm being interactive with all of you a little bit today. I'm going to try to be interactive with all of you once per week if I can. Or maybe more on the weekends also. I'm going to try my best. Over here, Joe Waters in the chat room, he says, Daddy Waters loves the Magnus. I gifted him. It's been open a few months and now tastes amazing. You see, this is what I'm talking about. I think some of you don't understand that you really need to let these things air out. Now, there's YouTubers out there that don't know that. I think they are just enthusiastic about putting their videos out there. And I'm strictly talking about the bigger YouTube channels that really just, they want to put out the content, right? They want the clicks. I'm going to just say it's ahead of time, okay? Anybody that doesn't tell you this has just not even gone down the rabbit hole. They probably don't drink whiskey every day. We drink whiskey every day on here. There's people out here in the USA or in the world that drink wine every day, right? There's people in the world that drink beer every day. Beer is horrible for you if you drink that every day. It has sugar. The best thing about whiskey, this is for Joanne and Who Dat. This is for Who Dat and Joanne because two big supporters on the stream, keeping us undefeated, right? The reason why you should have whiskey instead of beer is because whiskey is a little bit healthier for you. You can have small amounts, just like I do. Small amounts, nothing crazy, small amounts. These small amounts give you antioxidants. This is almost better than having your yogurt. If you have some yogurt in the morning, this is better. Why is it better? Because it has no sugar. You got no sugar on this. This is not sugary. You could taste something like a sugar, but there's no sugar in here. And another good thing, unlike wine has a tad bit more. They have a little bit of sugar, and the wine has sugar. So for some of you that have hangovers, this is when you get hangovers. You drink a lot of wine. And after you drink beer, you got double sugar. The wine has beer. The wine has sugar, and then the beer has sugar. They both have sugar. So what happens is all those glutens, all those extra fatty acids, they build up, right? And then all of a sudden that sugar just goes straight into your bloodstream. And then it goes into your brain. And then in your brain you feel hungover the next day because you just had so much sugar mixed in with that ethanol. And with those strong flavors, it doesn't even matter. You're just having sugar, and it doesn't balance out with your chemistry. So if you just drink whiskey, I can guarantee you, if you drink like I do, small amounts, you could have a bunch of whiskey. If you have small amounts, I can guarantee you. This is no financial advice. I'm not a doctor right now. You could talk to your doctor about it. I'm usually a doctor, but not right now. Okay, I'm gonna say this. If you drink small amounts, you should be okay. There's no sugar in here. You're not going to get a fat belly like Santa Claus. You should be fine. So for the ladies that want to lose weight, this is actually good for you. It does slow down your metabolism, but it's actually better than having wine. Anyways, let's drink this up. Whiskey is healthier than having wine because of the sugar levels. That's it. That's the only reason why. That's the only reason why. I still drink wine. Okay, so we just had this one. Amazing. I'm going to have this one now. This is the same company, right? Yes. Same distillery, Jim Beam, right? James Beam, you could say. It's a son. All right, let's pour this up. I'm gonna. By the way, for all of you, get yourself a bottle of water. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you. Just try it out. Get yourself a bottle. Has a sipper. It's really. Look, I'm not to promoting stuff, but you know what? This is really. I actually like this a lot. I like having this with me. I do take it. I take it in the car sometimes. I don't take it anywhere else. Just in the car, in the house. It's a good thing to have a bottle like that. I think I'm gonna get this. I think I'm gonna get this for. I don't even know if my mother has. I have no idea if my mother has. I went to visit her today. I have no idea if she has this. I think I'm gonna get her one of these. I don't even know if my father would use this, but maybe I'll just get them now. It's a good thing. The reason why is because this keeps your water at the temperature you want to. If you want a room temperature, it keeps it there. If you want it cold, it keeps it there. If you want it hot, it keeps it warm. That's the best thing about that one. Anyways, let me see the chat room. Let me interact with you guys in the chat room. If you have any questions, you're welcome to ask. If you have any questions, you're welcome to ask. You're welcome to ask. If there's any questions you have, you're welcome to ask. Most of the Reaper crew's in the chat room. Great to see the Reaper crew here and enjoying themselves. Ooh. Let me do another poll. Let's do another poll. Here we go. I put another poll on here, but that poll is really retarded. So, for some of you, just be honest. Okay, I do know the poll that I put on there is really, really retarded. It's okay. It's all right. The more retarded sometimes, the better in the movie. Point of the matter is, put a poll in the chat room. Don't forget, if you click that, you should be okay. Over here, Farm Kitty with the $10 super chat. Farm Kitty, thank you so much, Farm Kitty. Over here, Farm Kitty says, Ripper cool. I see you, wifey. She love you, says wifey. She love you. We got a lot of wifeys out here. Farm Kitty, shout out to wifey. Shout out to wifey. Farm Kitty says, shout out to wifey. And I think for all of you that do not know in the chat room, that's what they call themselves. All the ladies, most of the ladies, I think they call themselves, or I think it's Farm Kitty and April like to call themselves wifeys. And I think that's a cool thing. I don't know if the men do that. Never met a man do that. Hey man, hey husband, what up husband? I don't know if the men ever done that. I honestly, I've never seen that. Personally, I've never seen that. I've never seen it in my life. Two dudes, man, can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Two dudes calling themselves hubby. Hey, what up, hubby? What up, hubby? Dang. Over here. Joe has a few hubbies. Dang. April in the chat room. Interacting with the chat room. If you want to interact with me, chat in the chat room. April says, Joe Waters has a couple hubbies. Whoa. Okay, in the poll. There's a poll that I have on here. The poll is really retarded, but that's okay. Sometimes a little bit of retarded movies is good. You can fall asleep real good at night. Sometimes I like to watch stupid movies at night. I think the last movie I saw that was really stupid, it was called Operation Red Sea. It was so dumb. I was watching it in Chinese. It was, I think it was yesterday. 20 minutes in, I figured out that I could put captions. I was listening to the Chinese son of a Marine. Special Forces. Crazy. Operation Red Sea. I turned it off. I fell asleep. That was last night. Point of the matter is, in the chat room, the polls that I have in the chat room. Okay, what color on the wearer is a no-no? I put olive green. You know olive green. It's almost the color of doo-doo. The second one is doo-doo brown. 43% is saying doo-doo brown. Over here, blood red is the other one. 0% says blood red. What color on the wearer? And then I put hot pink. Everybody says hot pink. You know what? Hot pink. I don't even think women like hot pink. Having a man wear hot pink? I don't even think that that's a thing. So we're going to put hot pink. Hot pink should be the winner. That is a big winner, 57%. And 42% said doo-doo brown. I think those two colors are pretty bad. Never seen a doo-doo brown color. I do know that there's some Tacomas. There's some trucks. There's some trucks out there that are doo-doo brown. Here we go. Let's notice now. Knob Creek 10-year. Let's notice it now. I'm going to say this. This Knob Creek, it's real good. But personally, Farm Kitty, huge shout out to Farm Kitty with the $10 super chat. I appreciate all of you sending super chats on the stream and giving a little appreciation on the stream. You have no idea how thankful I am, and for all of you that always here on a daily basis, thank you everybody for always tuning in. Okay, always. Here we go. I'm actually getting a little bit of rye, a little bit of honey on here. A little bit of honey, a little bit of stepped-on cherry, from under a Converse shoe. I'm actually not liking this. I'm personally not liking this. After I just nose this one out, I feel like an old school mafia dude that really likes his heavy-duty ryes. If there's a rye now that I like on the nose, I like this one on the nose. It's a little bit more rougher. Like Tom Hardy rough, one of my favorite... Tom Hardy is one of my favorite actors in the world. If you don't know already, Tom Hardy is one of my favorite actors. I saw the movie Venom recently. I saw the movie Venom. It took me 3 days to watch it, but it was a decent movie. Let's drink this up. Ooh, that right there is a little bit strong. A little bit strong. Let me see what this proofing is, though. I forgot the proofing. So this one is 47. This is 47.5% ABV, which you calculate that one by multiply that by 2. This one's 100 proof. This is really good, though. That's really good. I'm getting a little bit of floral action on the palate. A little bit of floral action. I'm getting a strong cherry note on here. Strong cherry note. Rye is very strong. I'm getting almost like black pepper also. Black pepper. I lost the whole palate just now. I lost the whole palate. I had to go back to this. I lost the whole palate just now. Where the hell did this go? Here we go, let's drink this up. That's so good. You know what? That is really good. That is really good. It almost tastes like it has rye and nuts. Rye nuts, a little bit of charred oak on here, a little bit of charred oak. The caramel is standing out to me on this one. I don't know why I have a nut profile on this whiskey. I don't know why. Maybe I'm thinking of Jim Beam. I don't know why I have a nut profile on this whiskey right now. I'm just trying out. I'm having it. This one didn't have nut. No nut on that one. A lot of nut on this black Jim. This Jim Black. A lot of nut. This is not from the same distillery, right? That's Tennessee. A lot of nut. This one really doesn't have that nut. It had a little bit of cherry. It has a clove. That's what it is. That's what I'm finding. It tastes like a mint or a clove. Mint or clove that I'm starting to taste now on here. This is very elegant. I'm going to say it's very elegant, very nice. Very elegant, very nice. But I'm going to say, in fact, I'm actually preferring a little bit more that one, the Overholt. Now, if I was to open both of these, I'm going to say this. If I was to open both of these, say I bought these right now. Okay? Now listen here, because I remember how this tastes like. If I bought this right now and I popped these open on the stream, I would like this one more. All it took was maybe, a week? When did we get this one? Last week, I think it was. Last week, I found it on sale. I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago. All it took was 2 weeks. This one was, I don't know how long, ever since it came out. Long time ago, right? Ever since it came out. I can't even see how left over they go. I think I have like What is it? Quarter down, a quarter down. This is a quarter down. I actually like that one, but we're gonna go back to that one. Let's drink some. Shout out to Farm Kitty. Shout out to Who Dat. Who Dat, Who Dat. Shout outs to Joanne. Send super chance to call him. Wait, what? Send super chance to claim him. Uh-oh, chill out. Where's our Soto? Is our Soto in the chat room? Chill. I think yesterday she was going crazy. For all of you that do not know, we have a great, great community. Everybody in our community is great. Everybody's just, they fall out of the bed differently. I do fall out of bed really hard. But I think Ira Soto yesterday, she was in the chat room. She was really having a fun time in the chat room. Shout out to Ira Soto. I don't know if she fell off the bed. I think she hopped off the bed and rocketed off the bed like a Elon Musk rocket. But I do know that a lot of you, when you're watching these streams, you're drinking wine, you're drinking tequila, you're drinking vodka, you're drinking coffee. Maybe you got maybe you got a lava lamp next to you. I don't know. Maybe you're, I have no idea. Maybe you went to Spencer's and you bought a toy. I don't know. Maybe you bought a toy in Spencer's. I don't know. I don't know if that means anything. I don't know if it means anything. Maybe you went to Spencer's, the store, and bought a toy and you're watching. I have no idea what I'm talking about. But the point of the matter is, if you're in the chat room, all that matters is you guys are amazing, right? You guys are awesome for being here on a daily basis. I do know that some of you think that I'm freaking. Some of you think that I got a tree full of money. You think I have a tree in the back that's just full of money. I remember when I was younger. I think there was one day my mother screamed at me when I was a young kid. She screamed at me, "Money doesn't grow off trees." I said, "Yes, it does. That's how they make the money, from trees." Ever since that day, I remember she never said it again. She never said it again. Point of the matter is, we're going to go back to this Overholt. I don't even know why I said that. Hey, Overholt, on the stream, we were at $40 on the stream. Yesterday, we got to about almost $100 on yesterday's stream. On the weekend, it was a blast. Was it this weekend? This weekend, I think, was a blast. Edgar Romeo has been really he's also been killing it. Ira Soto killed it. Karen Boo killed it. Who Dat killed it. Everybody has been killing it on donations. It's my birthday month. I'm a Pisces. What does a Pisces do? Well, if you go to Google to know what a Pisces is, well, they say that they're emotional. I have no emotion. That's the only difference between me and every other. I have no emotion. Honestly. You think the Reaper has emotion? No emotion. Point of the matter is, they do say I'm charismatic. I'm very smart, right? Very smart. That's what the Pisces is supposed to be. Very, very. Look at that bug. Did that thing just go in here? No, it didn't. There's a little gnat. Or is that son of a gun? If it falls in here, that's extra flavor. That's extra flavor if it falls in here. It's like putting coffee beans. As a matter of fact, this has espresso. By the way, this has espresso for you guys to know. Let's drink this up. Which whiskey's gonna win? Which whiskey's gonna win? That's what I want to know. Which whiskey's gonna win? Which whiskey's gonna win? That's a hard one. Look, if I was an old school man, which I'm pretty old school, I'd rather not use the phone. Last time I talked to somebody on the phone, I don't even remember. I personally don't. I'm old school. Joanne, Joanne, Joanne. You shout out to Joanne. Joanne makes me feel like I'm a stripper. Thank you so much. I work late at night, Joanne. I'll tell you where I work. Late at night. Shout out to Joanne with a dollar's a super chat. Thank you so much. By the way, the bigger the super chat, the more it stays on the screen, Joanne. And also, this is what I want you to do, Joanne. This is just for Joanne. This is for just Joanne. Joanne, do me a favor. We want you part of this. Here we go. I'm trying to be interactive with all of you. Joanne, do me a favor. Okay? This is for you. I want you to be part of the group. I want you to be part of the community. Click that link. Okay? Click that link. You click that link, you could get that membership. Every month, you get one free message to add to the stream. So you can save your super chats, and you could just put it onto that membership. When you get that membership, it will show up on the stream. Your name will be green. Next to your name, you have an emoji. And most people out here will know that when we do private streams, you'll be there. It's only for the people that are members, right? So if I put this members only after, you'll be able to rewatch that stream on members only. Joanne, please do me a favor. And for all of you watching, if you're watching right now, we have a lot of members. Total members. We have about close to 400 and something members. Everybody renews their membership, and I huge appreciate everybody. They're renewing their membership. It's a small little fee. The higher the fee, the higher the fee it is. The more this is, the more leverage you have. Just like Joe Waters, just like Irish Soto, right? Just like Edgar Romeo, you have a little bit more leverage on these streams. That's just what it is. You get to almost tell me what's good and what you want to see. Huge shout out to Joe Walls and also for all the ladies that are new. Okay, so let's drink this up. Manly drink on here would be this one. This is the manliest drink on the stream. Overholt straight rye whiskey. If you're a man that rides a motorcycle, a super bike, if you have a Cadillac, if you have a manly car, not a Tesla, you can't have a Tesla and drink this. If you have a chopper, if you have a Harley, if you have a bobber, if you have a superbike, if you have a stunt bike, whatever it is, it's really good. For you, if you're a mobster, right? Maybe you're working in New York, you're working the organization, you're doing your thing, right? This is the whiskey for you. These other whiskeys that I showed, they're not for you. This is a great whiskey for a mobster. This is a great whiskey for a gangster. This is a great whiskey for a gentleman. This is a great whiskey for a full, mature man, masculine man. This is probably the best whiskey, I think, on the stream. I'm drinking this now, and I actually personally like it a lot. I will say this ahead of time. When you first open up this bottle, you're not gonna like it. Ladies, don't buy this one, ladies. This is not for you. I guess for a guy that has a lot of testosterone. You're gonna have a lot of testosterone. That's a good bottle. Personally, I actually kind of think that I prefer that one over this Knob Creek. Let's drink this up. I prefer that one over the Knob Creek. Can you believe that? I prefer that over this. That's insane. That's insane. That's insane. Oof. I prefer this over this Knob Creek. I prefer it a lot more. It's like, how can I explain to you? Let me explain to you. I like mature women. I like smart women. I don't like skinny, young girls. There's a lot of men out here that like young girls. I don't like young girls. I think young girls are very, very annoying. Very, very annoying. I think there's a lot of what is his name? Robert De Niro. Robert De Niro likes young girls. I don't like that. I don't like young women. And for the men, every man has a different opinion. Again, if you have a different opinion, that's okay. Some of you don't like this. I get it. And for the ladies, there's a lot of ladies out here with a different opinion. They don't want this. They want the Stanley Cup. You want the Stanley Cup. I don't think I ever buy that because it's stupid. This is really thin and really good. This is gonna do. I can't wait to have this. I'm gonna start cooking our Porterhouse right now soon. Joanne. Farm kitty. Who that? Let's drink this up. That's so good. I can't even explain to you how good that is. I really like that. AM. Renewed his membership. Is that what it is? Yes. And if you see next to AM, he has a color. Yes, he has a color over there next to his name. AM, ask me whatever you want to. I'm trying to be interactive in the chat room. AM, shout outs to AM. AM, shout outs to AM. Now for all of you, the best emoji next, the best member emoji that you guys are going to be able to get. You'll see it eventually when you get AM. Ask me whatever you want to. If you have a question, here you go. If you have a question, here you go. Ask it off. I do know that AM he's into fragrances. And I want him to eventually be able to do a stream. Over here, Edgar Romeo is the best emoji. There you go. That's a good comment. That's a great emoji. Edgar Romeo, the man. He loves cigars. I did send some cigars to Edgar. 6 cigars. He smokes, and I smoke every day. I smoke a cigar every day. He smoked the whole pack. In 6 days. I sent him 6. He smoked all of them in 6 days. My new blend, I've had the new blend for a while. It's very strong. So here we go. Let me just say this. Very strong. You have to really like cigars. I made sure that I made the strongest, something that's very close to one of my favorite cigars. And you guys know one of my favorite cigars out there that inspired me a long time ago to really get into really blending out. And this is the Monte Cristo, the Platinum Series. Personally, my cigar tastes better than this. It's very strong. I made sure to do a different wrapper. And for some of you, AM, I'm going to say this, AM, I'm going to do this for AM because AM deserves it, right? I do know Joe Waters. I don't want you to start smoking, Joe Waters. Okay, so for you, Joe Waters, I'm going to say this. If you do want, you could get some. But I would recommend Joe Waters stay away from cigars. Cigars kind of, what's the word? Cigars doesn't, it's not, it's, how can I say this in a good way? You have to be, if you're smoking cigars, you really have to really know that these things are going to hit you hard if you're not used to smoking cigars, right? So AM over here, let's drink this up. AM, I want to send you, whenever possible, I'm going to send you some. And over here, I sent $10 and it never showed on the screen. Dang, Al Gordon. Al Gordon, what the hell's going on, Al Gordon? It's okay, Al Gordon. If it didn't work, it didn't work. Al Gordon, here go 30 minutes ago. I didn't see it. It didn't show on the screen, Al Gordon. That's okay, Al Gordon. Al Gordon, huge shout outs to Al Gordon. Huge shout outs to Al Gordon. If you have any questions, Al Gordon, you're welcome to ask. You're welcome to ask. I know that sometimes, YouTube does have a little bit of issues. They do have a little bit of issues. Al Gordon, I'll check my receipts. I'll check my receipts later and let you know if it went through, okay? I'll let you know if it went through, but currently it didn't go through. As a matter of fact, you want me to check now? I think I can check it now, Al Gordon. Let's check it now. Let's check it now for Al Gordon. I'll check it now for you. I'll see if it went through. The Lord Gordon. Here we go. I can check it now, Al Gordon, to see if it went through. Okay, here we go, Al Gordon. Sometimes if there's insufficient funds, sometimes it doesn't go through. Not saying that you do, but sometimes there's a certain limit. There's a certain limit on YouTube. There's a certain limit on YouTube, and over here, it didn't go through, Al Gordon. Al Gordon on the stream, it didn't go through. On the stream, I have Hoodat, I have Joanne, and I got Farm Kitty, so it didn't go through. You should be fine. You should be fine, Al Gordon. It didn't go through at all. Okay, I just checked the receipts. YouTube gives me a setting that I can check all the receipts. So don't worry, it didn't go through. It didn't go through. Point of the matter is, we gotta start cooking. You guys ready for start cooking? So, final review on these two. Final review on these two. Final review on these two. I personally feel like I like this one more. I'm going to drink a little bit more of this. Al Gordon, don't worry, it didn't go through, okay? Shout out to Al Gordon. I'm trying to be more interactive with all of you. I got I got 3 messages in the span of a week. Some of my ranchers, I'm not gonna name who it is. Some of my ranchers reached out to me and they said, hey. I said, hey. I said, okay, that's a good idea. 3 of my ranchers. Don't blame Aristotle. Aristotle isn't to blame. Anyways, here goes nose now. But this nose is so rich. This nose is so rich. Wait a minute. Let's see. I like that one. Here we go. Let's drink this up. You know what? I'm going to stick to my guns. I prefer this one. This is Bad Boy Gentleman Status. This takes me back to one of my favorite shows out there. If you guys don't know my show, one of my favorite shows from the Prohibition days is called Boardwalk Empires. The ending of Boardwalk Empires was epic. I love the ending. It was real gangsta. If you don't know what gangsta is, well, you gotta see it. If you don't know what it is, it's bootleg. Gotta see Boardwalk Empire. It used to be on HBO. I seen all the seasons. I seen the whole thing. One of my favorite top 10 shows, Boardwalk Empire, and it has one of my favorite actors too. The ugliest dude in the world. Great actor. Great actor. The ugliest dude in the world. If you guys ever seen Con Air, one of my favorite movies too. Con Air is one of my favorite movies. As a matter of fact, my hair is as long as you know who. Anyways, let's drink this up. All right, we're ready. Are we ready to start cooking? I don't know if we're ready to start cooking. Are we ready to start cooking? I need all of you. I need all of you to tell me if we're ready. I'm trying to be as interactive with all of you as possible I can. I think I saw Edgar Romeo in the chat room. Okay, so AM, shout outs AM. I think I saw Edgar Romeo in the chat room. Okay, Edgar Romeo, here we go. Let me ask you, Edgar. I don't know if he says he probably at the gym. By the way, anybody that goes to the gym, shout out to the people that go to the gym. If you go do CrossFit, if you do CrossFit, you probably got a small one. If you go to the gym and you lift weights, you're good. But if you do CrossFit, you probably like the small. You probably anybody that does CrossFit, I don't even know what to say. So here we go, Edgar. I'm going to ask you a question because we're trying to be interactive in the chat room. Edgar, I think I sent you 6 or 7 cigars. I sent Jason Kane. Jason Kane smokes too. What'd you think of the cigars? I put a different wrapper on there. What'd you think of the cigars? And I need to know in the chat room. I need to know what you thought. I did tell everybody that you smoked each one of them every day of the week. And for some of you that do not know, well, let's just say it like this. You have to be, ladies, don't smoke cigars. Okay, don't smoke cigars. Please, please, ladies, don't smoke cigars. Unless you got a big ding dong, don't smoke cigars. Okay, any lady out here that's smoking cigars, maybe have a big ding dong. The blend I received was amazing. It was great. That's good. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? Perfect. Perfect. I lowered the size. I remember somebody once told me, damn, this is so big it's like my dick. I said, damn, what the hell are you saying? And then somebody else told me one time, my cigar is so big. He loved it. He said it's so big it's like a dildo. I said, damn. I gotta make it smaller. But I have huge hands, so it's like it doesn't, it doesn't. I gotta make it smaller. It took me a good amount of time to literally do the blend. I had some blends that I made. They were too strong. There was some blends that I made that were really, really strong. And I just didn't like the overwhelming I just don't want it to be super, super strong. I made this one super strong, but I did make sure that it almost identically made it better than the Monte Cristo Platinum Series. I wanted to make sure. That was my goal. To make it better than the Monte Cristo Platinum Series. Let's drink this up. I don't know if Edgar has had it. Edgar, if you had this one, if you've had it, my cigars are better than the Monte Cristo Platinum Series. Let me know. I made sure that it was better than this one. My goal was try to make it anything better than this one and stronger. And I think I achieved it. I think I did a hell of a job doing it. Anyways, the point of the matter is, the rest of the stream. What whiskey am I going to drink for the rest of the stream? What whiskey am I going to drink for the rest of the stream? I think I'm going to drink the Overholt. This is really nice. Let's start cooking. Let's start cooking. Send me more Reaper. Yeah. Interactive with the stream. All right, let's start cooking, okay? For all of you watching, you're going to watch me cook these beautiful steaks. And for some of you, here we go. I'm just going to roll it around. Toss it around. Here we go. Ooh. Let me toss it around. Move it around. Here we go. Beautiful. 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 Let's nose it out. Ooh. This is a real manly. Oof, the most manliest whiskey on the stream. Look at this dude, though. Mr. Overholt, Mr. Overholt, look at him. Doesn't he look like he's in that movie, Boardwalk Empire? If you haven't watched that series, the show, Boardwalk Empire, go watch it. Start it tonight. I guarantee you're really going to like it. But you have to be a man. If you're a woman that wants to be a man with a ding-a-ling, watch it. Let's drink this up. All right, let's start cooking. Let's start cooking. Shit. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say it right now. If you're watching Boardwalk Empires and you want to know what it feels like to have a ding-a-ling, go watch that. Go watch that show, Boardwalk Empires. If you have a Jeep, don't watch it. You need to watch The View. If you have a Jeep, go watch The View. It's in the morning, I think. I don't even know what time with Whoopi Goldberg. Is Whoopi Goldberg still there? Go watch The View. If you have a Jeep, if you own a Jeep, go watch The View. Go watch The View. I think Whoopi Goldberg's still there, her dirty ass. What's her name? Rosie O'Donnell not there anymore. So some of you probably like, dang, I can't watch that. Some of the ladies out here, there's like 1% of the ladies that are watching the stream. They're like, dang, Rosie O'Donnell's not there. She's my favorite. She's my favorite. I love Rosie O'Donnell. Some of the ladies out here, there's like 1% of the ladies that are watching us. 1% of the ladies. I love Rosie O'Donnell. I love Rosie O'Donnell. That's what like 1% of the ladies that are watching on the whiskey streams. Oh man, I love Rosie O'Donnell. I just want her to like take me out to dinner. I want her to take me out to dinner. That's what the ladies say. The whiskey community. In the whiskey community, that's what they say. I want Rosie O'Donnell to take me out to dinner and just. I want her to just talk to me with her hot breath just hitting my nose and her stupid short hair. I love it. I love it, Rosie O'Donnell. There's some whiskey ladies out here. Sometimes they say that they have that feeling. You know, they have that feeling. Point of the matter is, I don't know who's worse. Who's that woman? Who's that white woman with the red hair, the ginger, in The View? You guys know. I don't know The View. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I just know that I think Rosie O'Donnell was there, Whoopi Goldberg, and there was a redhead. I don't know the name of the redhead, but the redhead, man, oh man. Man, oh man, the redhead, I don't even know what the hell her name is. It ain't the Liz Clayman countdown. It ain't the Liz Clayman countdown lady. But I'm gonna say this: she needs to chill the hell out. That's what she needs to do. She needs to chill the hell out. She needs to chill out. She's starting to seem more worse than Rosie O'Donnell. Here we go. Let's drink this up. What's her name? I have no idea. The red-headed lady in the View. Honestly, I don't even give a damn. Let's put this son of a gun on here. This fat, big piece of meat. Oh my Lord, it's so big and fat. It's so big and fat. Your meat is so big and fat. That's what she said. So big and fat. We're doing them one by one. The reason why I'm doing it one by one is because this is a big piece of meat. One thing I do not like about BB charcoal. One thing I don't like about this charcoal is it's like if I'm cooking on a dang firework. You hear that? It's like I'm cooking on fireworks. Look at this. Look at this. I'm cooking on fireworks. But one thing that I do like though, it's like a double whammy. It's like, do you like it or not? Man, I love this thing. It creates, this charcoal creates hot heat. It's super hot. Super hot. It's super hot. When I'm telling you it's super hot, I'm talking about like this charcoal extends itself way too much. It's like basically you're ripping a Ferrari all the way to the highest RPMs possible and redlining it. This is what that charcoal does. It's so good. The charcoal is really good. Now, for some of you, I'm not going to be too interactive in the chat room unless I get super chats right now because I'm busy doing this. But a huge appreciation to Al Gordon. I do know Al Gordon trying to send a $20 super chat. Al Gordon, shout out to Al Gordon. I know you're trying to send a $20 super chat. It didn't go through. It didn't go through, and it doesn't mean anything. It just means that your internet. It just probably means that the internet's not working out, Gordon. That's all it means, okay? It didn't go through on my end. Just so you know, I looked it up. Oof. Nice. Look at that flame. Look at that flame. When I turn this is when I'm gonna put the other steak on here. Let's drink this up. This is a good whiskey. The reason why I close it up, I don't want to overextend the amount of flame. I just don't want to char it up. I want to char it up good, but I don't want to overchar it, okay? For some of you that are new into cooking, Joanne, shout out to Joanne, one of our new members. Well, one of our new Ladies in the chat room. There we go. We're going to say that. Because she's not, I don't think she's a member yet. Shout out to AM. Shout out to AM. But we do know that to close this up so that you can lower the flames. I do have a wine that I still have. I think the third day is good, right? Is it good still the third day? I think so. Hey, the end of the stick, we're doing. I'm going to do that. I'm going to have that one for the morning. This I'm going to have for the morning. This is going to have tonight. Two different steaks. One for the morning and one for tonight. Al Gordon. Okay, fine off work. I know I miss a lot. Shout out to Al Gordon. Shout out to Al Gordon. Al Gordon's a great dude. Al Gordon, so here we go. What I'm going to do, Al Gordon, I'm going to tell you. I know you missed some of the stream. Okay, so here we go. Let me tell you this. If you want to know what it feels like to be in Prohibition, back in the days, this is the whiskey you should try to get. Now, I'm going to say this. When I first opened this one, obviously, when I first opened this one, it was okay. It was okay, but I think it just got so much better. I like this a lot. Inexpensive, right? Overholt, really good. I recommend you to get this one. Try it out, buy it. It's cheap. Now, the reason why you buy a cheap whiskey is so that you don't rip up your... Hey, let me flip this. Ooh. The reason why you... What the hell's this sound? Okay, the reason why you buy a cheap whiskey is so you don't rip up all your expensive whiskeys. Okay, that's why I do it. That's why I do it. Okay? That's why I do it. So, I will tell you, trying to get that whiskey, I can guarantee you that you're going to save yourself a lot of money. Oof, by the way, let me see this. Oof. I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Before I do this, we'll do this soon. I want to put this, you see the bottom? I want to work on this. I want to work on this one before I put it away. I'm going to put it over there. I want to work on the bottom just a little bit. I want to work on the bottom just a little bit. Oof. Ooh, this is so good. Look at this. We'll work on the bottom just a little bit. So the reason why you get cheap whiskeys, personally, I'm not going to say it's cheap. Some of you probably can't afford it, you know. Not everybody, but some of you don't want to. Some of you don't want to spend like $60. I comprehend it. Let's drink this up. That's a good one. If you don't want to spend the money on the stream, I showed you a good one. Spend this. Jim Beam. That's a good one. That's a good one. For all of you that are in a budget, if you're in a budget, let me see. All right, let me put this over here. Boom. Ooh, I need to also do the sides. You see this? I got to do the sides. You see, it's red. It's still raw. Don't think just because this is colored up that it's well done. No, no, it's still raw. I'm just coloring it up. Coloring up doesn't mean anything. Color it up, okay. Just because I colored it up doesn't mean anything. If you're a cook, you would know. Coloring up doesn't mean anything. If you're a rookie, you don't even know how. What's the difference? There's a big difference. Just because it's colored doesn't mean anything. Just like this. Oh, just like this. Oof, I should put this one over here. Wait a minute. I should move this over here. Look at that. That's like still raw. It's still raw here. I'm gonna just tell you. I'm gonna show you. Oof. It's oof. Let me not oof. Let me just keep this on here. Boom. That's still raw. Getting some action. And by the way, I'm gonna have this tomorrow. So just so you know, a little 411. I'm gonna have the big one today. Did somebody say in the chat room, does some woman say that they're a thigh guy? What do you mean you're a thigh guy? What does that even mean, you're a thigh guy? You're into thighs, guys' thighs? You're into thighs? Dudes that have big thighs? You serious? I don't know I don't know who in the chat room said that, but if you're into dudes that have big thighs, I don't even know what to say. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. Who the hell said that in the chat room? Who the heck said that in the chat room? You're into men with big thighs. What the hell does that even mean? What does that mean? You're into men with big thighs. What the hell's that even mean? Jesus Lord. That means there's some ladies out here, they want to feel them thighs. They want to feel them thighs. Uh-oh. I don't know about that. I'm a man and I could say, what the hell's that? Big thighs? You want to feel them big thighs? What the hell do you mean? Is what we do. Okay? We got the heat over here. I colored it up enough. Okay, I don't need to color it up anymore. All right? That's good color for our porterhouses. I love my porterhouse, but I don't like my porterhouse to be raw inside. It's raw. I don't want it to be raw inside. So to prevent that, easy. You don't have to do anything crazy. Just close the grill, okay? Close the grill. When you close the grill, okay? When you close the grill, you can guarantee that the inside of the meat will officially, yes. When you close the, what the hell am I saying? Oh yeah, when you close the grill, you can make sure that the inside of the meat gets nice and cooked. Now it's not going to be nice and cooked. I'm going for medium rare, obviously. I'm going for medium rare, but what I'm trying to say is at least the red and the blood in the middle gets a little bit cooked, cooked, which is good. You want that. You don't want to eat it raw, right? You don't want to eat it raw. I don't know who goes to Outback I don't know which one of you goes to Outback or goes to Longhorns. They go, you know what? The waiter asked me, hey, how would you like it? Would you like it well done? Would you like it medium rare? Would you like it I want it raw. Okay, sir, would you like a little bit of horseradish on the side with your raw meat? Like, I don't know if you guys think, like, eating raw meat is amazing. Raw meat means that literally, it's all, like, literally, you're eating sashimi. You're eating sashimi. I don't know if you think that that's amazing. It's raw. The chef is going to say that. And then the guy in the line is going to say, you know what? But that's what they want. And then Gordon Ramsay is going to get the damn receipt. He says, no. He looks at the receipt. Table 10. Table 10 wants the meat raw. Woo! God knows what the hell Gordon Ramsay would say. All I know is, dang. He'd probably say, well then. I'm not from England. I'm not from England. I'm not from Manchester. I wouldn't know how the hell they talk. I'm pretty sure that he would say something. He would say, he'd probably say something, I don't know. What did he say? I have no idea. Anyways, point of matter is, I could have kept on with the joke. Dang. Wish I was a comedian. Wish I was a comedian. Point of matter is, can I say something? I'm going to say something. I'm going to say it right here. I didn't finish. I did not finish. Let me say this. I did not finish my wine. I didn't finish my wine. I didn't even know if I should finish the wine. Should I finish the wine, gentlemen? It helps me fall asleep. So far, the whiskeys we had on the stream have been phenomenal. I think I'm pretty certain that I like the cheapest whiskey on the stream. Wait, no, time out. Jim Beam was the cheapest. That's not. I like the second cheapest, Overholt. I like it. I just don't know why I like it. I just like it. Maybe it's because it's hump day, and my testosterone's really high, and I feel like fighting like 10 dudes. 10 dudes that are manipulating the stock market. Maybe that's what it is. I have no idea. Point of the matter is, probably asking, what kind of dudes? Are they Jamaican? Are they black? Are they African American? Are they Haitian? Or are they white? Like a Haitian? It doesn't matter. Just put them out there. If they're shorting the stock market, I just 10 of them. Here we go. Put 10 suits in front of me. Wall Street suits. Let's go, baby. You know they're all nerds. Put them all in front of me. I need them to be in the circle. I need them in a circle. I don't want to be one by one, like, I beat this one up and then boom, another one, boom, beat this one up. No. I want them to all be in a circle. All the Wall Street, New York Stock Exchange, nerds, all in around me. Just 10 of them. Just put 10 of them. I don't care what ethnicity. It could be Jackie Chan in the goddamn freaking suit. I don't give a damn. Put them in here. My testosterone's really high. Okay, my testosterone's really high. Point of the matter is, we're gonna start taking this. We're gonna start opening this up. Let's start open this up. We're gonna take this off. It's good. That's real good. That's real good. That's actually beautiful. That's real good. All right, let's start taking this off. Boom, let's start taking this off. You can check it. Oof. That's so good. I'm going to put this over here one time. Look at this. Oof, it's dripping. It's dripping. Sheesh. It's dripping. The sides were nice and cooked good. It's dripping. I'm going to have this one tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning I'm going to have this one. I'm going to put 2 of them right here. Good, all right. So to close this up, your barbecue, all you have to do is you turn off, you close the vent on the bottom. What I do is I spread these out. When you spread them out, when you spread out your charcoals, they last you longer. It lasts you longer. Now I'm going to say this: if you're a rookie, please be careful with B&B. If you're a rookie, please be careful with B&B. Please be careful with B&B charcoal. It is the hardest. It is literally the hardest. One of the hardest. Okay? It's one of the hardest charcoals you can get. Very, very, very hot. Now that you guys are here watching, I think I'm going to finally take the wine out. I'm going to take the rest of the wine. This is going to be, what is it, my third day? Oof. I think it's my third day, isn't it? Third day with the wine. I don't even know if it's good. What you guys think? Third day? How many of you? I'm going to ask Edgar Romeo. I should ask Edgar Romeo. I think he's at his gym. I think he's at his gym watching. Edgar Romeo, third day. What you think? What you think, Edgar Romeo? Third day. Third day. Should I pop open a different wine? Should I pop open a different wine? The third day. What do you think? For all of you, maybe somebody out here drinks wine. Should I pop open a different wine? Let me know. Let me know. What do you think? Should I pop open a different wine today? Let me know. Let me know. Over here in the chat room, dear diarrhea. Who the hell says dear diarrhea? That's Joe Waters says dear diarrhea. Over here, wrong pin. Try again. I didn't even know what the hell chat room's talking about. Chat room, what the hell are you talking about? Reaper Crew, what you talking about? I don't even know what the hell you guys are talking about. Point matter is, should I open up a different wine? Or should I drink the rest of the wine that I have left over? Let me know what you think. Should I drink the same wine that I have? I was going to take it to my parents. I went to go visit my parents today. I was going to take it in the barn because I didn't think I was going to drink it. But I kind of want to drink a wine with this. And I also want to drink a Mexican Coke. Mexican Coke with a wine. What do you think? Here we go. Here we go. Let me get a different wine. So here we go. I'm gonna ask Joe Waters in the chat room. Joe Waters, what you want, Joe Waters? Joe Waters, should I drink the leftover wine that I have? Trying to be interactive with all of you. Should I drink the leftover wine that I have, or should I pop a brand new wine open? Brand new wine open. You get to pick, Joe Waters. I know Edgar Roman's not here and Al Gordon's not here, so you're the second. You're the third to ask right now. I'm not gonna ask anybody else. Joe Waters, you let me know. Should I pop open a new wine, or should I drink the leftover? Now think. Over here, finish the one bottle because it's senseless to be wasteful. I think officially that's a good thing. It's a good thing you said. But let me go get that wine and let me make sure of it. Joe Waters called it. You know, I was going to pop open a new wine. If he told me to pop open a new wine, he said, what he said was, he says something about diarrhea, and then he says, yes, get going with this new one. Honestly, I don't know what they were talking about, but maybe they're talking about tacos in the chat room. Maybe they're talking about tacos. You know, tacos, they do give you that runs. They give you the runs. Maybe they're talking about that in the chat room. So this is the wine that I was drinking with my steak. I'm going to say this ahead of time. It's a little bit sour, but I actually like it. I don't know why I like it sour, but it goes good. It goes really, really good. It goes really, really good. Really good with the steak. So here we go. Let's pour the rest of this. I only have a little bit left. That's all I have left of the wine. I don't know what it tastes like today. But this is, again, this is what I've been drinking for the last couple of days. Whole Ranch Cabernet Sauvignon 2021. Paso Robles. It goes good. It goes good with the, it goes really good. It goes really good with the steak. Okay. Before I drink that wine, let me get some of this. That's really good. All right, here we go. Let's see if it's good in the third day. That's nice. That's nice. It's nice. It's really nice. I don't think you could go wrong with this. Get yourself one of these if you're having a steak. It's inexpensive. Tomorrow we're gonna drink a different one. We're gonna drink a different one. I have one that's called Harvester that we're gonna be drinking tomorrow. So for all of you ladies. So for all of you ladies, tomorrow I'm gonna drink the Harvester. Please remind me. I do forget often. And let me show you how sexy this is. Look at the heat coming off of that. God, that's beautiful. It's dripping. Look at that. Oof. Reaper Crew, you know what time it is? We're number one. Let's drink this up. Let's see. Now, some of you probably know what I do. I have my Mexican Coca-Cola. I have my Mexican Coca-Cola that I drink. I know Donald Trump is working on some tariffs. This is the Mexican Coca-Cola. Today I sold this for $4. $4 for one. I'll be drinking Mexican Coca-Cola. Yes. I'll be drinking Mexican. Man, this wine is good. I don't recommend having that wine by itself. You have to have it. You have to have it here with this. Joe Waters over here. Let me read Joe Waters' comment. The ladies in Edgar are the reason I stuck around. I remember the first time Reaper read my message and I was compared to Pee Wee Herman. Joe Waters, let me say this, Joe Waters, for all of you watching. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, let me say this to Joe Waters. I just said it here. Here we go. Joe Waters, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it very proudly. Joe Waters, we are very happy that you are here and you're part of this community. This is your turf. This is your chat room. This is your community, okay? Anybody bullies you out there, you do what you want to do. I'm the biggest bully in the whole room. I'm the biggest troll. I'm the biggest leader. You know how Donald Trump is? He's a masculine man. You're president. I'm very, 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 very high in testosterone, and I can say that I do blow out a lot of trolls out here that do tend to, trying to add to streams. I am the biggest troll of all trolls. You can't troll me. There's no way. I am the king of trolls. So Joe Waters, I'm going to say this right now. You have the perfect community. You have the perfect community. I do want to recommend you one thing. Joe Waters, never get into wine. Never get into wine. Never get into cigars, Joe Waters. Never get into cigars. Things that Joe Waters can get into. This goes for all of you skinny boys out there. Breyers ice cream. Get that, Joe Waters. Breyers ice cream. Try all the Breyers ice cream. You can review them. That'll be awesome. Get into that. Also, cooking in the kitchen. Oof, cooking in the kitchen. The fatty foods out there. Do that. Reviewing fast foods, Joe Waters. That's something good for you, Joe Waters. Reviewing Taco Bell, Nacho Supreme with a chalupa on the side. Dang, dang, dang. Shout out to all the skinny boys out there. That'll be a good one, Joe Waters. Also, nobody goddamn cares about certain people to talk about whiskeys, right? Everybody has a different opinion. Joe Waters, you can review all the pizzas in the world. The pizzas that Dave Portnoy did, and you gotta say it like this: Dave Portnoy, I don't know what the hell he was thinking. He probably had something in his ass the day before he reviewed this pizza. This pizza is not a 7.5. This pizza's a 9. This pizza's a 9. That'll be a good one, Joe Waters. Also, if your comedy career, Joe Waters, isn't as good as you think it is, you still have a chance to clap up Dave Portnoy with the pizza reviews. I feel that Joe Waters can break the record of eating the most pizzas in the world. And for all of you, shout out to Joe Waters, huge sport. He's a big tiger. He's a big tiger in the chat room. Not like Tiger Woods, but he's a big tiger. Shout out to all of you. Lord Gordon, chat room. April Neal, Farm Kitty. Edgar Romeo. Everybody in the chat room. Joanne. You know what? We got a lot of hits. We got a lot of likes. Thank you so much, everybody. I do know Joe Waters. I'm sorry to say. Let's say it right here. Joe Waters, this is what I'm going to do tonight. I'm gonna go watch you. I do know that Joe Waters had told me, I think he told me last month. He told me for the whole month last month in February. He says, hey man, I'm gonna be on stream. I'm like, all right. He goes, hey man, every day last month. And he says, I'm gonna go be on the stream reviewing whiskeys. I go, okay, cool. He told me the stream. I didn't know the stream. But it's one of our Joes. We got like 5 Joes in the chat room. One of our Joes in the chat room. He was part of it. I'm gonna go rewatch that stream tonight. Remember, I can't watch a whole movie. I fall asleep. I'm older, okay? I'm old, right? Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know how old I am, I'm close to 40 years old. I'm a masculine man. I shoot every gun possible. You name the gun, I can shoot it. You name the sport, I can play it. You name the motorcycle, I can ride it. You name the exotic car, I can drive it. Ladies and gentlemen, you have the leader of all leaders in the chat room. I am the Whiskey Reaper. I am the Reaper. And ladies and gentlemen, shout outs to the USA. Shout outs to U.S. Marines, U.S. Navy, U.S. Air Force, U.S. U.S. Army. And the U.S. Space Force battling the aliens over there on the moon. Shout outs to all our soldiers. Shout outs to all our law enforcement. firemen, EMTs. Shout out to all the ladies. I haven't seen Tina in a long time. Shout out to Tina. She's working a hard time, and she loves wine. Shout out to Tina. Shout out to Tina. We have beautiful women in the chat room. Beautiful women, April, Farm Kitty, Joanne today, our Soto, who dat. Also, we had other women in the chat room, Sheena. We also had a couple of the ladies in the chat room that have been in the chat room. And for all of you, you know what time it is, Reaper Crew. We're number one. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end the stream right now. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm going to drink my Mexican Coke. How much did I pay for this? I think it was 30, what is it? Wait a minute. 24, 20, or 27, wait. 24 Mexican Cokes for $35. That's a hell of a price. All you have to do is $35.50 divided by 24. You can see how much I paid for it. Great whiskey, this one. This is the Mexican whiskey stream. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end the stream right now. You guys are amazing. Huge shout out to Edgar Romy in the chat room. Huge shout out to AM. And for all the fragrance people watching, thank you for tuning in. Interactive stream. I hope you enjoyed me cooking up a Porterhouse for a lot of you. Ladies and gentlemen, stay home, stay home, stay home. Learn how to cook, experiment, enjoy your foods at home. The restaurants aren't the same anymore. You guys are amazing. Thank you for tuning in. Spam the chat room, and don't forget to comment after the live stream. Reaper Crew, it's time for me to end the stream. We have made a good amount of super chats on the stream, and for all of you watching, thank you for tuning in. Reaper officially. Wait a minute, who's gonna be the last one I see? April, there you go, April O'Neil. I see you, April O'Neil. By the way, Al Gordon, don't you worry, my man. YouTube didn't charge you for the $10 super chat. Huge shout out to Lord Gordon. Shout out to Lord Gordon on the stream. Reaper, officially sign out. Joe Waters, I see you, Joe Waters. Reaper, sign out. I'll see you tomorrow, Thursday. Today is March 12th, 2025. You guys have a blessed day. Enjoy your life. Be healthy. And do a lot of, you know what? Do a lot of